What is 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 plus 4 plus 8 plus 2? Answer is...
Today we'll talk to some amazing kids who can figure that sum out in seconds, and the CEO and president of ALOHA USA. You're watching Asia Talk.
These kids are 4 or 5 months trained kids, and they're all 5, 6 years old. So we need to know where they are. Once I recognize where they are, accordingly I'll give the numbers, and she will get to know, okay, how it works. And then she could just test them too. Okay? Right, okay. Okay, they're about 5 months trained. They're all 5, 6 years. There could be a 4-year-old in the class. Is there any?
We just turned 5.
Oh, you just turned 5? Okay. Now, guys, you call it mental theory, mind math, what do you call?
Mental theory.
Mental theory, very good. Shall we try some mental theory, everybody? Yeah, okay, you do that all the time, right? Okay, come on, let's try. Okay, you're ready? Okay, clear? 2 plus 2 plus 5 minus 3 plus 1. That is?
7.
Wow, now I hear it.
Can you tell us what ALOHA means? What does it do?
ALOHA is Abacus learning of mind math. We train the children to do calculation at high speed. As we speak, they can do the calculation. The real benefit is it kind of develops their attention span and focus, and it's a whole brain development program. And calculating high speed is one of the benefits that we can see from a child easily.
So what do you mean by high speed? Like, how fast do they go?
Right, they do it quite a bit, and they can be the calculator.
Clear again. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 9 plus 5. Answer is...
26.
Perfect. Clear again. 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 8 plus 9. Answer is...
27.
Good job, guys.
So what you mean by math is add, subtract, multiplication, division, all of that? They can do all that?
Square roots, and all are focused on arithmetic, of course. But then it's not specifically a math program. It's more focused on developing their brain and attention span and things like that. There are many different things that can be done for the brain development, chess and other things. So we use Abacus and arithmetic as a tool for their brain development and develop their focus in children.
So they actually just do it in their heads? They don't use pens or pencil? Do they actually use the abacus?
Yes, when I say mind math, there are steps, right? So initially we train them using Abacus. So where they taught how to manipulate the beats. As they learn within few weeks, we tell them, okay, now visualize and do it in your mind. So that is how they move from one to other. They continue to use Abacus, and they also learn in mind math. So whatever they do in Abacus today, in a month from now, they do it in the mind. So they progress like that.
Just now you mentioned brain development, and we all know that math and science is all on the left brain.
And you can say logics
yes.
left brain, yes.
So how does it help develop the whole brain then with this?
Yeah, we need to understand a little bit the fundamentals. What happens is now we train the children, as I said, using the tool called Abacus. As they learn the basics of how to manipulate it, there's a specific way of manipulating. Then we say, okay, now visualize and do it. When you say visualize, what happens? They see an image Abacus in their mind, and then they work with it. Now, visualization, working with the image, is a right brain activity. So now that is where the right brain development happens. In young children, not many programs are available for right brain development. There are things that could help them. For example, as I said, chess can be a right brain development. What happens is if it's played right, in a sense, if you start playing it flat, when I say flat, you look at the move and you make a move, and you look at the move, you make the move. That kind of is very logical. Of course, there are logic involved. But then if you could see possible next 3 moves and what is your response to that, and then what he could do, now you're seeing layers, which is not. So that is where really you're doing with the right brain thing. So for children, it's very difficult to teach to that level, but Abacus is much simpler form to replace such a intense training, and it gives a very easy way of learning and also right brain development that way.
We all know for young kids, their attention span is really short.
Absolutely.
And for them to do math and numbers, that's a very hard thing. How do the kids enjoy doing it?
Kids enjoy doing it. You could see in the classroom how they like it, because first thing is they use a tool to do the calculation, so that they don't see that as a number and regular math style. So it's like a game to them. Second, because there's a teacher and working with them with a group, so there are activities that can be done in a group. This group it meets every week periodically, so there are activities that can be done, and then whenever a teacher is involved and she works with them, a lot of interactions, and then she could make the class very interesting. So that's how you see them, they enjoy the program.
So for a child to go from from the beginning to the end through the whole ALOHA program, what changes do you see in that child?
Okay. We take the children from 5 to 12, right? So particularly moms of 5-year-old boys, they say, how he's going to sit 2 hours in a class, right? They hesitate even to put them into the program just because they cannot imagine the child sitting 2 hours, leave alone 2 hours, 10 minutes in a place. But then within 3 months, they see they can sit 2 hours and work in a class. And 6 months, 9 months, they see, yeah, my child can sit and work longer. It is homework and other activities. That is one thing. But that is more of a practice that happens in the class. More than that, their visualization gets better. When your visualization is better, understanding a problem gets better, because when you read the problem or when you hear a problem, you visualize it. So it's much easier to understand. Second, their reading get better. So your visualization and reading goes hand in hand. So when the reading gets better, that means they enjoy reading. And second, they comprehend better when visualization is better.
Let's go back to the company itself, ALOHA, the company. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, ALOHA started about 93, 94. Started in Malaysia, and from there it got spread mostly in Asian countries. And then about 9 years back, it was launched in Australia. Now in Australia, New Zealand is very popular. And we launched here end of 2005, early 2006 we started. This is the first location that we started, and this is operating as a corporate center now. And we recently opened the regional office also in Texas. Now we have about 50 locations. We have 50 locations at this point, and we will, January or February, we are establishing in Canada. Next year, we would reach about 120 or so locations. So that's how it is set up.
So this is very popular then.
It is getting very popular now. After the second year of the program, it is getting popular because parents see benefit what the children get. So then it is getting more and more popular that way. The franchise system also developing more because of the way the kids are and the quality of the program. That's how that just spreads.
So you are the CEO and president of ALOHA USA, and so you started the USA branches. So what attracted you to bring ALOHA into the US?
I see the benefit of the program when in 2000 or so, when I visited Malaysia, I see the amount of work that teachers do with the children and how much it benefits the children. So that really attracted me. And when my children turned 6, I wanted this program for them. So that was initially that was the interest. And then when I talked about it and tried to understand more and more, it was so exciting. I want this to be available for everybody. So that is how it started, and then it grew mostly because of the interest, as well as I see more and more kids getting. They surprise me actually when we see they start, and initial stages at 2006 when I teach them, I used to wonder whether they could get it across. But then they surprise me every level, so that I get very excited about it. Then we started focusing more and more on developing it.